Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Stragomar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends, and I have made a decision. We're gonna keep climbing. Up the terrible place that is Doom Tower. We will keep climbing. Yep. Yes, sirree. We're gonna keep climbing. Go for it. I'm targeting him specifically, as I know he has the bombs. I don't want those bombs being you know, a problem. That's how I would describe it. Madame Ceres can make an absolute fool of these enemies, but getting Madame Ceres is a nightmare. But yeah. Get that going. Please let that not res him. Okay, I've got to kill Sachi. There we go. We focus the Sachi down. Get this Burgoth guy. Might as well do that. Man, these guys are tanky up here. Let's keep going. Let's get past Erost. Let's just go until we can't go anymore and then modify the team. That's my plan of attack. If we can beat it, we can beat it. That's what I'm thinking. That's my logic, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although once we get to the spider, I'm going to have to swap. I'm going to have to put out my Mausoleum Mage. Because we ain't surviving that without, like, I'm not surviving that. It's not like I didn't do some amazing League today. I just had a lot of bad League games and a lot of toxicity. It's very discouraging playing League most days. Like, for every one league game you see, I've done like 5 ones off screen. Practically. It's not pleasant to admit that. It really isn't pleasant to admit how obnoxious League of Legends has become as a game. It's become practically unbearable to play. That's kind of insane. Because, like, they're like, oh, no, Raid is so much harder to play than League, and it's so much, like, more annoying. I'm like, not really, dude. Not really. You'd be surprised. That should wedge him into a hole. Now the question is, yeah, we can do it. 100K. Who the frick is down there? Is that a cat? No, that's the dog. Where are we? Okay, we're not up to here yet. Oh, I'm going to save the boss. You want to know why? It's all part of the scheme. Okay. Now that I know what's up there, at least in terms of reward, I can plan it out. Because obviously, I'm going to use that as part of the scheme where I blow all my resources to level up champions. Yeah, we're getting that guy out of here. I'm blocking his revive. I don't want anything to do with that, whoever the hell that even was. I think his name is Fang Cleric, but I could be wrong. Ugh. You know what's weird? The fact that both legendary champions, I don't know, like, sometimes legendaries in Raid are weird. Like the one they say, it's a legendary nuker in Arena, Alexander the Sharpshooter. I mean, he is technically, but he's not as strong. Well, he is in terms of Arena, but he's not as strong for general content as a lot of other legendaries, potentially. I don't know. It's always hard to tell. Well, at least the prestigious ones. Like, I know for a fact Mashal is going to be absolutely ludicrous if I ever find him. Because one day I'm hoping to find a Mashal. Or a Rhodos. One day. One day, one can hope. Like, you know, something from an ancient shard, because that's the best bets, honestly. Because voids are so hard to get that there's just no point praying for those champs much. Unless you're praying for something like a cold heart. There's a chance on my other account I'll get a cold heart. Because it's a rare, it's not a legendary. There's a far higher probability of getting a cold heart than a legendary. So, I mean, it's good as a legendary, and it's far more likely to get a cold heart than because sometimes you really have to think about what are the odds of something. And this is very late, by the way. It's nearing midnight. Well, it's not as late as it could be, but I've done a lot overall. Like, I did a lot today. So what the Doom Tower compromise setup scheme is I set up a whole bunch of resources for the one day. The one's like set up appointment, basically, where I go ham and cheese. Oh, great. Okay. Get them with that. And don't worry. Even if they have more revives, I've got an answer to that. Oh! Someone cares enough about Druckle the Gaunt to fully rank him up. Okay, you know what? I might actually do that for the boss. I know that's like, Vaporsmith, you've lost it. You've completely lost your mind. Why would you? I mean, if Odin's dad would do it, why not? Why not me? Why not? At some point, I do that. I mean, people always talk about rank 6 your legendaries. Unfortunately, Druckle the Gaunt is technically a legendary. I know you're like, really? You'd stoop that low? Well, occasionally. Because it's not going to be long from now that I do that. Wow! What are these reviews? Oof. Okay. Let's check Arbiter. Please tell me Arbiter doesn't have the same issues. Please. Okay. Imagine if I hatched this absolute gem of a lady, the shining polished gem, and then it's like, guess what? She has bad reviews. I'd be like, no. Oh, that would suck. That would suck. Let's do some arena to refresh this. Yeah. Most of this looks really awful. Fun. But you know what? Mine is also awful. Yep, mine is also awful. I've learned. Yep, mine is awful too. Two can play at the awful game. Two can play at the awful game. Now there's a reason I'm doing this. I want to keep getting medals for my Grey Hall. Because here's the thing about Grey Hall. The more bonuses you get from Great Hall, the closer you get to being really good at this game. Because Great Hall is like permanent bonuses. There we go. I mean, who doesn't want permanent bonuses? Both of these look really obnoxious. I'm going to try shoving a Cold Heart into this and a decreased defense. How's that? There, do that. Provoke you. Turn meter control. Send in our War Maiden. Oh, he's got a fair amount of resist. Okay, let's okay, we finally got the burn on him. I mean, he's not going to be easy to kill. Let's just put it that way. But I want the points. One day, I might actually get him as a champion. But getting him as a champion isn't the full thing. You have to gear him. You have to gear him, and you have to... And then later, I have to bust out of silver. Doing dungeons would kill my energy fuel. Which it would be preferable not to do that tonight. Preferable. Because I want to save my energy for a specific day when I'm going to grind. When I'm going to promote food for Mausoleum Mage. Now you might ask, why Mausoleum Mage? Well, you see, for Nether Spider and a lot of other content, I need cleansers like Mausoleum Mage, like multiple spirit hosts, various forms of cleansers. Gator. Like, I need these champs to be up to par. And I don't just need them for Hydra. Like, I'll use it once for Hydra, and then for the rest of the time, I'm going to use Mausoleum Mage where he belongs. In Doom Tower. Okay, since he didn't die, we're going to go ham and cheese at him. Yeah, good luck cowing me as Drexthar. I don't think you really understand who I am. I am the great Drexthar blood twin, practically. Wait a second. They have one too. Well, that's awkward. That's really awkward. I just realized they have a Drexthar too. That is so awkward. That is awkward. It's like, you know who I am? It's like, yes, I know who you are. I have you on my team. And I'm like, oh. Joy. I just realized. It's Drexthar on Drexthar combat. Oh boy. That was very awkward. It's very awkward when you realize that, okay, nice. Alright, we fought the enemy direct stars. Oh, how far are we up? SR room, spirit champs only. You know, we're getting to the point where it doesn't look that bad. But I don't know. I might need to make a spirit nuker later. As dumb as that sounds. And I have a lot of good options for it. But we're really lacking the damage department. The damage business end of that. That's the real problem. It's not that we don't have defense. Most of my stuff is spirits champs are defense champions. But we're lacking a spirit nuker. You're like, a spirit nuker? What do you mean? Like someone who can do serious nukage, that's like one that's developed, that is. I already have a whole bunch of characters, and you're really sus. You have no arena defense. Like, why do I want to take advice from someone who hasn't even set a toe in arena? Why? Why would I want to do such a thing? Ow. These waves are both phenomenally durable and phenomenally annoying. You know what also is weird today? I saw someone actually using Ugo in a content creator video, no less. They're testing, they were testing the new legendary Alexander the Sharpshooter with Ugo, and they were actually praising her, which is interesting. Although, to be honest, I like her because she is my substitute for Norog or Mortu Macabre. Because what she does for my team, she does a lot. She does decent damage, but more importantly, she blocks the buffs. She stops stuff like Valkyries, whole bunch of other annoying stuff. I like how he only has to do one thing to be a problem. He has to just riposte and all he has to do is riposte and block revive. Like so. Yeah. That's all he's got to do. Literally. And that's one thing I love about Armiger himself. He is such a basic yet incredibly useful champion. Well, one day I'll be 6-starring my Taragi, and it'll be soon. We'll see. Like, we're probably going to be using him pretty soon as a Hydra sucker. It's just, I need the Mausoleum Mage first, because Mausoleum Mage is a great cleanser, and I'm hoping to show that at some point. Maybe not here. Because, yeah, Bommel, or will I be able to show it later? At any rate, I want to show it when I want to set up a time, when I want to go bonkers with spending energy. Because I want to try to save up my resources for one big smack. See, I may end up building a Spirit Nuker for Arena, because there's a lot of magic damage nukers on this account. Like, potential ones like Kale, Elhain, Aethel, and Gallic. And I could develop Aethel, but that would be like my 4th magic affinity. Like, Spirit Affinity would be interesting, because it might help destroy Force, which has been a lot of my trouble in Arena. I could build a Relic Keeper for Arena. The problem with a Relic Keeper is that he's not AoE. Like, Outrider, believe it or not, is actually a very good Spirit Nuker. But so is Marquess. I just have to get the right gear. And so is Drexler, actually. I just have to get him the right gear, honestly. I think that's my real problem. I just have to find the right gear, level it the right amount, and away we go. Making sure he has a problem. I'm going to focus him. I like they're doing the Horde's Fury thing, but he's got no real damage to back it up. Here, we're probably actually going to need a cleanser. Let's try something like this, something weird in the mind. Oh no. Not Turvold. Oh no. Ooh, that was a nice cleanse of the bomb. Oh, not Might of the Ages. Oh no, they have Krisk. No. No, not Krisk. You know what the most annoying thing about Krisk is? The fact that I just saw someone spend like a fortune's worth of void shards and not get Krisk. Like, that's a very sad thing to watch, you know? You're like watching this like very likable guy saying, I just want to see a Krisk. And he spends like 250 void shards on a 10x event and doesn't get the Krisk, man. Like, that was sad. That was like one of the saddest things I've ever watched in Raid, was the guy literally blow 250 void shards. The only thing he ever wanted was a Krisk, and he couldn't get it. True story. Or that Arabian oil prince who wanted a Hegemon, and the game wouldn't give him a Hegemon. Like, that's what some of these champs are like. That's literally what some of these champs are like. It's like, yeah, how hard did you wail again? And even if you wailed that hard, were you lucky? Were you lucky while you wailed? Were you lucky? That's literally what a lot of these champs are like. I kid you not. It's like, it's not just like, did you wail? It's like, were you lucky while wailing? Or did you get a bunch of garbage, champs? Or did you get this? Or not garbage, but food. Did you get food? Did you get food? Or did you get legendaries? Or good quality epics or rares? Because here's the thing. There are good quality epics and rares in this game that I would love to have, and I don't have. But sometimes the game doesn't even give you the good quality stuff. It just gives you these like rubbish rares and uncommons and commons. It's just food. Or legendaries that aren't really worth your time. Like, literally, or something like that. Well, almost all legendaries are worth your time. That's the crazy thing. I'm talking about like really bad epics maybe. Like just stuff that's really not good. And they like give you a bunch of that and they're like, that's such a good deal. And I'm like, really? Really? Worse still, they give you like dupes of bad epics or rares. Why do these bad champions even exist? Like, why? Like champions that literally are not useful in pretty much anything. Why do they exist? Do they literally only exist for food? Or make people suffer? Like, what do they exist for? Ugh. I don't want to think about that too long. There we go. Let me guess. Yep, we'll be leaving that off later. Can't believe I'm fighting another griffin. Because, yeah, that's another day of XP. I don't want to burn out yet. So, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this so that on the one day when I get the energy pack, and maybe a bit after that, I'm going to have enough stuff to really, use that XP boost. Because with XP boost, you want to be careful. Okay. Yeah, let's just wipe up all these easy teams. Just clean them out. There we go. There we go. We're going to keep it up, though, because I've got to get these bars in. I've decided to start farming for bars again. Mostly for energy fuel. Because I'll eventually get the shards. I've decided to stop the shard pulling addiction. Just because I have enough champs for now. At least ones I can summon from shards for now. So I don't want to get disappointed. And, you know. There we go. Now, let's just let's clean up this page. Because we're likely to run into the big guys soon. I want to take advantage of the littler guys before we have to fight the big ones. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to fight the little guys and then I'm going to be confronted with the big ones and then it's going to be like, cool. Why did I do this again? Alright. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright. There we go. I'm amazed it didn't kill him. See, I'm telling you, we start running into the sticky business. Upgrade masteries, not tonight. Now the thing that's curious about this little fella is that he is actually busted. Straight up busted. Now, Sepulture is actually quite strong. So we're going to have to wait until that move wears off. It's best as Striker first with the block buffs, obviously. Because then that would mean she can't put up her block debuffs for 2 turns. And like waste your time. And decrease your attack by a massive amount. Ooh, she's got high resist. There we go. 666 bars. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, what kind of hell did I just walk into? Okay, yeah, no. Is this worth? Maybe tomorrow morning in the next episode.